This is going to be a quick video of how to set up the sound booth in the mornings. You got to turn on the computer, turn on the lights. If you have a baptism, make sure this one is on for the baptism, and then you just bring it back down when they're done. You turn on the soundboard. There's a button back here that you click. When you get here, you press scenes, go to 9:30 a.m. Dante, press go, and it says, are you sure? You press yes. Standby and on, click it once to turn the projector on. When you have your computer plugged up to a power source, as well as a controller to send the sound to our Facebook Live, make sure that this one is in front and the power is in back. You're going to want to open up Logic Pro right here on a Sunday morning. If it's having some problems, make sure you click the Dante virtual sound card. Make sure it is 48 by 48, 10 milliseconds, and then EN6, you'll press start. And it's already started. And then when you get into here, you're gonna want to press the R on all the channels that are being used that morning. Notice that there are some crowd mics. I have a bass. I bring this down and I have an acoustic guitar, piano, organ. Sometimes we'll have a keyboard. If there's a computer running sound for a video or something, you need to press R. And then of course Bryson and Jake's mic for the sermons. On the board, if you are needing to mute something, you press the button and it's red. That means mute. That means nothing's going to come out of the sound system. To unmute it, you just unclick that. For computer, you go down to layer B. Right here, you'll notice it's muted. You can unmute it for the sound and then mute it after that video is done. When you come over here to the cameras, right here, you're going to click this button and it will turn the screen on. When you are going through all three of these, you can control it by pressing escape, whatever camera you want. So either camera 1, camera 2, or camera 3. And then you can zoom in by turning it left, or zoom out, turning it left, zoom in, turning it right, right, left, up, down. And then if I want to switch to a different camera, I'm on camera 2. So the middle one down here, it's labeled camera 6, but that's okay. And then you'll notice whenever I get to a different scene here, let's go to the welcome slide. Okay, so here's the camera. I'm on the middle camera, camera 2. But let's say I want to go to this one. What if I have a different angle and I want to go to that one? Well, I need to make sure, first of all, that it's here. And then I just press simply auto, and it will swap places. Well, what if I want the other camera? Well, I just have to press camera 1. I press it here, and it pops up here for a preview. And then I need to get it over there for Facebook Live. If I need to adjust a camera angle, I always need to have it in preview first. And then I need to obviously adjust my camera angle, whatever it is. And then I can press auto again, and it will swap it back for me. Also in the back here, this closet on the breaker, you're gonna want to find these black breakers, the black line, there's 4 of them. You need to turn those on, and that should do everything to set this up. When you go downstairs, you need to make sure that all these lights are plugged into the walls. They're just plugged in right behind that piano there, and then basically there's a plug-in next to the doorways, and just make sure those are plugged in and ready to go. You are also in charge of all wireless mics and charging ports. So make sure that when you get down here to the backstage, you grab whatever mic is being used. This is the main microphone. So if there's only one person, give them this one. These are Jake and Bryson's headsets. In order to find their actual headsets, it's here. It's labeled headset mics. This is Bryson's, this is Jake's. Make sure that you're careful when you plug it in because there's pins. Okay, and then obviously to remove it, you just hold that black button and pull it off. Okay, after service, make sure you unhook those, put those in the drawer, plug these back in. The lights should be flickering at that point because I've lost battery. And then you need to turn on the speakers. So you need to turn on the amplifiers. These turn on the speakers out there so that the sound can be pushed through. And then here's an example of that cable. That's all it is. You're just plugging in cables. Same thing on the other side. Subs need to be on. This one's already on. The power strip is right there. I just use my foot and I just flick it on. Okay. Make sure these audience mics are pointed outwards on both sides. This piano will be covered, so you'll need to uncover it. You kind of tilt this back first. You bring this up, line it up with like right there, how it is. And then that will be, the music stand will be down, so just prop it up, however, and it should be ready to go. This lamp is usually right here. You just place it on there. And if you plug in those, everything should function on this side. I've placed the piano cover right there. After service, obviously unplug the lights, take the piano cover, break this back down, put the lamp off, cover it, turn off your subs, both subs, grab your wireless mics, including Bryson and Jake's. Bryson typically puts his somewhere back here. He just places it. So unhook those, make sure that those are plugged in. Now you need to press these buttons. So yes, all of this stuff needs to be turned off first at the end of service. This does not get turned off last. This gets turned off first. Okay, gets turned on last, gets turned off first. If you are needing those TV monitors, the confidence monitors to be on, I have the TV remote is typically right here, or if it's not there, try over here. Sometimes I place it on this bench just to make sure kids aren't messing with it. When you go back upstairs, you can, to turn off the projector, you have to press the standby button twice. So the button that turned it on, you just press it twice and it will turn off. For the MacBook Pro, you can just shut the lid. You don't have to really do much. You just have to shut the lid. In order to turn off the TV up there, you have to feel a button on the bottom. You click up on it and it will give you a menu and you can situate it off. And then for the computers, obviously, you can, the computer, the Pro Presenter, just close out of the programs, shut down the entire computer, press the off button on the lights that is right behind the computer screen, and then turn around to that closet and turn off those breakers, those 4 breakers with the black Sharpie line next to them, and that should turn off all of the lights. Now, right here, there's 4 of them. There's one here, one on the other side, and then there's another light switch like right there, okay? These ones turn off these upper lights, okay? So you can turn, that's the last light that will be off when you exit this sanctuary. Good luck. I know you can do a great job, but most importantly, realize that there is a pre-service, which is all the prep. There's during service, which is actually the easiest part. And then there's a post-service to make sure that the following week is easier, because you don't want to walk into backstage with a dead mic. Now what? Well, it has to charge. That takes time. Do I have enough time? I don't know. All right, so make sure that you turn things on in order, turn things off in order, and make sure rechargeable batteries are recharged. You're gonna do great. I believe in you. Good luck.